slide on the solo, I be so dolo, Mac on the string like a yo-yo, I keep it still like a pogo, riding the Lolo, it ain't a place that I won't go, throw up a L for the logo, giving it promo, fans steady trying to take photos, riding the cat is a photo, and it don't go slow, doing the dash on the popo, he say he wanted it, we on it, I'm giving it.
Before we get into the video, hit that subscribe button, click the bell to be notified when I drop videos, and don't forget to leave a like and a comment. It's your boy Von and I'm out. Jump! Hey, look. So for the past couple days, the community been going back and forth about which should best influence the shooting system. Now Mike Wayne's goal to say what should have more influence over whether you make or miss shots, open versus contested or good versus bad timing. Now as y'all see, the community voted for mostly openness, which I can kind of agree on. Now I just feel like both of them should play a part, and y'all should really partake in this and vote, because man, this is the game we're gonna be playing next year. This is gonna be the game we're gonna spend our money on. So y'all opinion, you know what I'm saying, and how y'all feel does matter, you feel me? But the reason I say both matters is because like you can't have one without the other. Like you can't have every line strictly on openness and not timing your shot, because then if that's the case, people could just be open and shooting anything and it's going in because they open, and you can't just have timing without openness, because you don't want nobody timing their shot, making heavy smothered contested shots. You get what I'm saying? Now we not talking about what Mike Wayne done said about contested shots, none of that. We strictly talking about open versus contested and good versus bad timing. Now the reason why I pick more openness over timing is because, like, how many times has it been in 2K you've been wide open and you pull up and you got a full white and you miss? I don't feel like timing is a hard thing, because everybody know they jump shot, especially they custom jump shots. Everybody go to the mock court. I would hope with all the good people, they go to the mock court or the park or wherever they go practice their jump shot at, and they practice their jump shot and shoot around a couple times until they get the timer down right. So therefore I don't feel like timing is the main thing. I would say openness, because it kind of takes skill for you to get open, whether you are a dribbling archetype and you dribble to get open, or whether you just doing setting screens, or however you make it open. Getting open is the hardest thing. So I feel like it should be 70% open and 30% timing. Now the thing that I feel most is like 2K not adding enough defense in the game to balance this out. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's too much offense being added into the game now. So hopefully the defense is like 2K17. Like if you really had to take some type of system and use that system, bring it all over to 19, I would say just use the 2K17 system. With that system, it was just like almost, if you are a shooter, you can shoot on any build, you know what I'm saying? And you could tell the skill gap was there. You get what I'm saying? Like, for example, I had a lockdown that can shoot threes. Not everybody can make a lockdown to shoot threes, you know what I'm saying? That's because I am a shooter, so I know how to shoot. So therefore, I can shoot just like some people who had glass cleaners and they can shoot. Of course, they had like the bronze catch and shoot and all that corner specialists, but besides that, I just feel like people should be able to shoot if they know how to shoot, you know what I'm saying? And this is for like people who want to be pure point forwards and all that, but at the same time it needs to be balanced where it's not so OP, so only those elite people who know how to dribble and shoot, because everybody want to dribble in the game, you know, so we can't have everybody dribbling on the game being able to shoot threes, you feel what I'm saying? But for those people who are shooters and know how to shoot, they should be able to knock down their threes if they're open. Now this is the thing though, I just feel like there should be shooting tiers just like there's dribbling tiers. For shooting tiers, there should be 3. The first one should be 77 overall shooting and down. That should be like a tier 1 shooting, meaning there's those for the people who are like pure playmakers and pure point forwards. They should have the worst tier shooting. And hold on, when I said it because it has to balance out. And what this meaning is, they green window should be the smallest. Like it should be harder for them to get greens, but if they practice and they perfect that, you know what I'm saying, then you would see that they are like, you know, not just anybody, and they not just a dribbling person they can shoot, because it's harder for them to shoot than anybody in the game. You get what I'm saying? Like it should, like the window it should be so quick. Whatever jump shot they put on, like the mid should fill up so quick that they gotta perfect that. You get what I'm saying? And they should be able to earn it if they can perfect that as a dribbling archetype, considering they have the lowest shooting tier. Now, tier 2 should be 78 through 86 shooting, and this is for like the mixed builds, you know what I'm saying, as far as like playmaking sharps and all that type of stuff. They should have the in the middle, which means some of those builds might be at a speed boost and some of those won't, you know what I'm saying? So that should be in the middle to balance it out. Meaning they got a little shooting and a little dribbling that's like in the middle, not too OP, you get what I'm saying? But I just feel like those archetypes they got the tier shooting shouldn't be able to catch ankle breakers and all that as much as, you know what I'm saying, the ones that has the pro 3 dribbling. I just feel like the shooting tier 2 should have between 2 to 3 dribbling. But I should say if they want to have the tier 3 dribbling, it should be like a playmaker first archetype. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the number 2 is like in the middle. They can shoot and they can dribble, so it's like kind of in the middle. Now for the last shooting tier, which is 87 through 99, those should be like for pure sharps and like sharp first builds. You know what I'm saying? They should have tier 1 through 2 dribbling, meaning as they should have the worst dribbling, and then, you know, some of them might have like 75 dribbling, so that's like, you know, tier 2 dribbling. So that's how, that way I feel like that'll balance it out. You get what I'm saying? 2K18 was almost like that, but if you use this perspective right here, the way how you got the tiers dribbling as far as the tiers shooting, you combine those together to make it balance. I feel like that'll balance out the game, you know what I'm saying? Also, as far as shooting, I feel like some of your percentage should be taken off as well, depending on whether you lightly, heavily, and smother, you know what I'm saying? It should be like -10, -25 for heavy, and probably -50% for shooting if you smother, you know what I'm saying? Depending on, I mean, regardless of what archetype you is, not depending on what archetype you is, you get what I'm saying? So I don't know, man, it's really hard to say and really to explain this so, you know, people can understand. But I just feel like whatever system, whatever dribbling system, or just the whole system in general was for 2K17, bring that back, because everybody could play defense. In that game, I wasn't worried about like somebody dribbling. Like in 18, I'm not worried about it, but it just like I'm really like it frustrates, making mad, because I have defense, you know what I'm saying? I can play defense, but 2K18 doesn't show that, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here falling all down and all type of stuff trying to guard somebody dribbling, and they just shooting in my face and stuff, or they making me fall and they pulling up and they shooting because of the lack of defense. With 17, you can't do all that, especially with a lockdown on. You can dribble. I knew exactly when to reach and take the ball. So people used to hate when I guard them when they dribble. They used to call me all type of stuff, send me messages when I'm guarding, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that'll balance it out, because if you know how to dribble and you're going against a lockdown, you know you can't just do anything. You got to know which moves to do it and this net to be able to finesse a lockdown, and that's the best thing. You get what I'm saying? Even if you was a regular build and you playing good defense, of course you'll get broken down, but you could still be able to guard them. At 18, I just feel like it's just a whole different like ball game. They got lockdowns falling down. Come on now, man. And 17, a lockdown barely failed. You really had to know what you're doing as far as dribbling to make a lockdown fall. You get what I'm saying? And this is not really to like say all lockdowns, and it's just to show the type of defense that 17 here, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't dribble through anybody. You try dribbling through somebody, you're gonna lose the ball. You too much bumping, you're gonna lose the ball. 18, you could bump a person all down to my, you could the blowback animation, you running with them all the way to from the 3-point line to the paint, and you still won't drop the ball if you are a dribbling archetype. But let you be a sharp or something, somebody could just touch you and the ball fall, you know what I'm saying? And then please fix the sharps defense. Like, just make everybody overall defense good, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all got it, well, like sharps got the worst defense, and that's crazy. Like, of course they can shoot, but if they have user defense, let them have user defense. Don't take that away from them, you know what I'm saying? At 17, it don't matter what archetype you was. If you had defense, you had defense. You could lock somebody up, but it wasn't nothing like a lockdown defense. You get what I'm saying? Just like if you any type of archetype and you could shoot, but it ain't gonna be nothing like a sharp shooting. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't take that away from the good players, you know what I'm saying? That's removing the skill gap. Keep the skill gap there, but still make it competitive and still make it fun. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, in my opinion, I don't know about y'all, but I just feel like 17 was the most overall balanced game and the most fun game. Like, that was the game I played the most. Par games is I grinded the most and everything with that. So if you take that whole 2K17 system and bring the archetypes, that'd be perfect. But We gotta bring back the rep, you know what I'm saying? Have the archetypes, but bring back the rep, and that'll be the perfect game. But like I said, man, y'all need to go out and y'all need to vote on this, because, man, this is very important. Y'all about to spend y'all money with consumers, and let's not pay $60 for the game and $50 to $100 on players for us to only play the game for 1 or 2 months and everybody back to Fortnite and Call of Duty and all that, you know what I'm saying? Let's not have this again. Let's not do this again for the 2nd year in a row. You get what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, how y'all feel about this whole shooting system, man. Let me know what y'all think it should be, whether it be 50-50 or 20 and 80, however y'all think it. Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Von, and I'm out. Jump!